Hello, my name is Bill Richards. Now, what we're going to talk on this first topic here today is what happened, what happening in my case. Like I said in my intro video, I'm sure that every one of us, there's people, thousands of people out there that have a similar story, or one probably worse than mine, and we need to get it addressed. In August of 2009, this is where my story starts. In each 10-minute section, we'll kind of go over each a month or two blocks. August 2009, I was living with this woman, and she was cheating on me on the phone with an ex-boyfriend she had in high school. I begged and pleaded with her, don't do this. If she was destined to be with this guy from high school, she would have been with him since high school. It didn't work out then. There's no sense of throwing away a family we have now over our dream of yesteryear. Well, August 28th, I went back home to get a coat. I was working at the fair, and she was very irate of what I was in the bedroom for. She started screaming at me, "Get out of my house, get out of my room." I said, "I live here too. I'm looking for a jacket." Long story very short, she had her cell phone she was hiding. We didn't have a cell phone. She only recently got one, so she wouldn't leave tracks on our regular phone. Anyway, I called the police and told them, I said, I'm not dealing with this no more. Okay, making a long story very short. And they came and told me, well, when they came to talk to me, they came to talk to her. And they told me, stay away, go ahead, stay the night somewhere else. They could not tell me I couldn't go back home. I lived there. Then, of course, I went to tell her that they advised me to stay away that night. That if she wanted me gone, she should get an eviction notice. She was hitting and kicking me. And, but the thing is, I left. I didn't go back. Okay. I stayed at my shop where I'm at now. Ever since then. This was on August 28th, 2009. I'm sitting there wondering, when am I going to see my little boy again? I got a 3-year-old boy. He's a darling in my life. And I'm sitting there going, I don't want to lose my little boy. So me and her both signed an agreement, a written agreement, September 1st, 2009, saying we have joint custody. Written agreement. Okay. Well, the first weekend I went to pick him up. Everything's fine. I had a witness. Okay. Always had a witness when we went back to her house. Remember these dates. August 28th, September 1st, I got to sign the written agreement. And every time I was there to pick up Jeremiah, the little boy's name, always had a witness. Well, September 8th, 10 days after I left, she put a PPO on me. Personal protection order. She said on this personal protection order that I was violent and I'd done all these mean things between August 28th and September 8th. I wasn't even there. Okay. And throughout the protection order, I'm showing the police officers, how in the world, I wasn't here or there, this is a lie here. And they know it. The cops knew it. And in fact, I had several officers tell me they'd only see how the judge signed it. But he did. They have to enforce it. During this time, the first weeks or so that the protection order was put on me, she wouldn't even let me see my son. I went to the front of the court. They told me that the written agreement wasn't even worth the paper it's written on. They said that the mother has the sole custody of the child, determined by the affidavit of parentage. I'm thinking, what in the world is this affidavit of parentage? Okay. So I said, where was this located at? They said it's at the hospital where Jeremiah was born. They don't tell you everything. The friend of court don't tell you everything. No. Went back to the hospital. Picked up affidavit of parentage. Found out it says the mother has sole custody of the child unless determined by the court or approved by both parties in writing. I've got a written agreement, affidavit of parentage. That written agreement is now legal. Friend of court says, yes, it is a legal document, but what are you going to do with it? I had to go file for joint custody to the court, even though we had a written agreement. Of course, I won the joint custody. Okay? Now, that's September and August. Next story coming up.